once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking, and the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called, and just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. When Travion Weiser had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And, you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, like, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M, he's talking about that. Like, you guys got bludgeoned up front. You got beat down. They got a couple turnovers in the red area. Otherwise, that game would have been even worse. They scored on defense, not on offense. A&M has a lot to prove in this game from what happened last time they faced each other.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's the pressure. He'll heave it deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. And you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much. A little bit too eager here in the opening drive. Taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have. And the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Pulls and fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have...
There he goes! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he's got it! Touchdown Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bussey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
This is a design run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's got the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for Moore. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Running into the open space. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got it behind the line, it's Wilson. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Gonna sling it on second down. The short hands, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in, it's Wingo. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabs it in the middle.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give out of the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Moss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. From the gun, give on the inside.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. Gonna run it. It's Moss. Shakes off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Trying play action. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass. It's Manning. Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Wingo.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Really nice job by the defense because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the second half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time, getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Aggies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Moss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Bussey. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bussey. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Wingo. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He'll throw on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like two elite teams should.
Yeah, and great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Concepcion. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
When you look back on games, you look at missed opportunities. And that's 6 points right there that this field goal unit has missed out on. Bad operation, another missed kick in a tie football game, these really hurt.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to fire. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.